poll finds trans workers face significant wage gap. Transgender and gender nonconforming people are among the lowest paid LGBTQ+ people working full-time in the United States, according to a snapshot poll by the Human Rights Campaign Foundation and a California-based market research firm. Queer News Tonight reported last week on this poll and how cisgendered gay men make 90 cents on the dollar compared to straight counterparts. And the poll data shows that our transgender siblings are making as low as 60 cents on the dollar. Trans people experience widespread unemployment and poverty at higher rates compared to the rest of the US population. Even if a trans person does get a job outside of the underground economy, discrimination can still take its toll and stunt economic advancement, says Josie Caballero, survey project manager of the US Transgender Survey. Caballero said, quote, "If you're just trying to avoid discrimination, you're not asking for promotions, you're not trying to seek quality of life, you're just trying to survive and keep your head down." You know, this is just really disturbing. There have been wage differences for so many, and it's a constant struggle. It really is a constant struggle.
Yeah, I think Caballero's comment is, or last quote is correct. I mean, you're just so scared to have your job, you're not going to raise your voice to fight for yourself and more income for yourself. And it's just a tough spot.
Yeah, and that's what I just kept going on for me is that, yeah, that if you're just trying to survive, you know, your voice isn't going to be heard. And it's sad for them, and it's sad for all of us.
Mm-hmm. You know, what we've seen in recent years is there have been some polls that show that gay and bisexual men and women actually oftentimes actually do earn more money than their straight counterparts. And what's unfortunate is seeing, you know, with this poll, the way that trans people are not experiencing that same reality, and it's just another example of how excluded trans people often are from the LGBTQ community as a whole.
You know, in my career trajectory, I have had many conversations in the decision-making circles around salaries, around pay. And it is unbelievable the excuses and the narratives that are used to justify the differences. And plain and simple, any disparity in pay is discrimination.
Right.
And I think that what gets forgotten in the center of all those conversations is that while that conversation is taking place, is that people are out loud practicing discrimination, and they're trying to say, well, this person is, you know, the head of a family of, you know, 5, and you know, they just sort of continue to focus on a very heteronormative story that really tries to empower that conversation, and it is discrimination, plain and simple, and it's illegal in the United States.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out television network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ+